And this is the living room. Now we do have a GoPro already recording in the corner, and it's trying to hopefully pick up the cat ball flashing. If you can get this cat ball, this little toy here, to start flashing, we'd appreciate it. Or likewise, can get this, again, this green light to start flashing. We'd appreciate that if you can catch it on camera.
As the investigator walks through the house, pay attention to the back window. You can see a dark figure in the bottom left corner. What could account for this odd, vanishing shape? Could it be just a nosy person looking into the house? Or is it the black monk revealing himself to the investigator? Much like this, something made its presence known to a homeowner who was alone one afternoon. A user named Wrestling shared an odd experience in the paranormal section of Reddit. He lives in Malaysia and were out at night when he recorded this video. He mentioned that initially he noticed a strange shape across the street. In addition to hearing an odd weeping noise, he felt that what he were seeing was not natural. Is it possible that we're witnessing a ghost? Some commenters have suggested that the figure resembles a telekong, a type of prayer garment commonly worn by Indonesian and Malaysian women. Could this be the case? It's difficult to determine. This might actually be a ghost, or it could simply be a woman. A Reddit user shared this video, mentioning that his Ring camera had triggered a motion alert. According to the user, it captured something walking across their driveway, which he believed to be impossible. Some people claim they can see ghostly figures walking in the footage. Do you think there's any truth to that? This video was posted by Follow Pete and Ash. They claim to have caught something quite unsettling on one of their trail cameras during the night. A pale entity appears from behind the tree on the right side of the screen. Numerous viewers have speculated that this could be a skinwalker. While various theories exist, the most straightforward explanation might be that this is a film project by Pete and Ash. If that's the case, it's both incredibly scary and impressively executed. The uploader of this video states that a small shape entered through the entrance door, triggering an alert on his phone, and then was observed running through his bedroom. He initially believed the shape to be a child, but it would have been impossible for anyone to enter the house without opening a door, leading him to suspect that he captured something paranormal. Two guys were checking out old mine tunnels and found some weird things before, but this time, while filming, one of them caught something strange on camera without realizing it right then.
No squeezing yet.
There was a big shadow far off that the guys were sure wasn't from them, and no one else was there. After moving the camera away and back, the shadow was gone. The shadow looked weird, like it had a big head, maybe because it looked like someone was wearing a jacket with a big collar. They couldn't figure out what it was, and it remains a mystery to them. This was filmed by a driver on their way back to town when they came across something really weird, a sea road. Some folks reckon it might be a ghost of someone who died at this crossroads, or maybe it's just a strange reflection, who knows. This video was made by someone who noticed something weird on their doorbell camera one Friday night while hanging out and playing video games with a friend. He got a motion alert, checked it on his computer, and was really freaked out by what he saw.
You see that, Mom?
Yeah, I see it.
What the?
Someone creepy was standing outside their house. They couldn't figure out what the person wanted or how they got there. The two men felt really uneasy, and the creepy figure vanished just seconds after they recorded it. They're not sure if it was just a prank or if there was something more mysterious happening. Two family members claim they drove past a house in their neighborhood and saw something creepy sitting on the roof, something that definitely shouldn't have been there. They checked again the next morning to see if the creepy thing was still on the roof, but it had mysteriously disappeared. They turned to Paranormal Reddit for explanations, but most people were just as puzzled as they were. This video from Malaysia looks a bit dated, but is quite eerie. It features a driver who was traveling through a sparsely populated area at night. Suddenly, he noticed a transparent figure on the road. The footage shows a figure, apparently semi-transparent, standing and reaching out an arm towards the driver, which is quite odd. Whether this event has a paranormal origin remains uncertain, but the situation definitely seems unusual. The semi-transparency of the figure raises questions, leading one to wonder if it could indeed be a ghost. This video was recorded by a woman who was driving through a forest on her usual route late at night. She reports that suddenly, a creature with the appearance of a woman emerged from the bushes and halted directly in front of her vehicle, leaving her unsure of how to respond initially. It's hard to determine exactly what was encountered. It could have been someone with a reckless disregard for their safety obstructing the road in a bizarre manner, or it might have been an occurrence that defies a straightforward explanation. Tobias M. shared a video originally from Sinistro Hendrik Alves, recorded by a family in the United States. The family has experienced peculiar events over the past weeks, receiving numerous motion alarms at night. These alarms led them to discover strange hovering objects moving through their yard and driveway. The video captures one of the latest incidents. The family dismisses the possibility of spiderwebs or bugs causing the frequent nighttime motion alarms, considering it highly unlikely. They are inclined to believe that something more than just common explanations is at play. Titled "Ghost Caught on Wise Camera" was uploaded on YouTube over 3 years ago by jbish26. During his vacation, he got a notification about movement detected by one of his home security cameras, even though the house was supposed to be vacant. Perplexed, jbish26 checked the camera feed, and what he witnessed haunted him for unforgettable nightmares. Captured on jbish26's motion sensor security camera, a mysterious figure cautiously peeks out from behind a doorframe before vanishing. jbish26 firmly believes it's a ghost caught on camera. While some suggest it could be an intruder, the debate lingers. What's your take? A ghost in jbish26's vacant home? Or perhaps something more unsettling, an intruder? Who lives alone right next to a cemetery just outside his backyard, initially didn't think much of his unique location. However, one night, he began experiencing creepy occurrences while home alone. Here's what he captured.
Mi gente, miren, me encuentro en mi casa, miren que no hay absolutamente nada, y me encuentro como medio raro, no sé qué es lo que está pasando, pero en verdad, no sé qué es lo que está pasando, mi gente, en mi casa hoy. Miren, señores, miren, me siento como que no sé, como que hay algo raro en mi habitación hoy. Por favor, necesito que me ayuden, hoy sí. Hoy siento esto, miren, estoy solo en mi casa. Miren, estoy solo en mi casa, papá Dios. Y siento como que se mueven todas las cosas. Oh, Dios mío, se apagó la luz. Necesito a alguien que me ayude. Oh, Dios mío. Señores, ¿quién está viendo esto? Por favor, compártanlo. Miren, estoy solo en mi habitación, pero siento como no sé, como que se caen las cosas. Oh, papá Dios. Señores, miren. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder, señores. Recuerden que me encuentro aquí en mi casa, mi gente, en el cementerio Cristo Redentor.
Objects are seen falling everywhere, and as he pans the camera around, there's nobody in the room. However, when he steps outside the door, you can clearly see the cemetery right outside his house. Maybe that's the reason for all these strange occurrences. Let me know what you think. The next video is from the YouTube channel Sabia L. This channel is run by a woman living in the Netherlands who has been experiencing intense paranormal activity in her home. She talks about events like lights turning on and off by themselves and kitchen cabinet doors opening and closing on their own.
Ik weet niet waar het vandaan komt. Wat? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is er aan de hand?
The next video was uploaded by Shannon Hager and recorded by her sister Jessica, who lives with her family in Old Town, Florida. Jessica's daughter frequently experienced night terrors and often had to be brought into her mother's room to sleep. Initially, Jessica dismissed this as a normal occurrence. However, her daughter would often point around the house and mention a boy named Logan, a boy that no one else could see. Eventually, Jessica began noticing her daughter talking to something in her room whenever she woke up from sleep. Feeling a bit creeped out, she decided to record her one day on the baby monitor to show her husband. What she captured gave her the chills. Watch closely. In the video, the girl appears to be talking to something in the room. As she holds out a sock, it sounds like she says, "You want the sock?" Moments later, something seems to snatch the sock out of her hand, flying off to the side instead of just dropping to the floor. After this incident, her younger sibling, who was unaware of any of this, pointed at the front door one day and mentioned Logan, even though no one had ever introduced Logan to the family. So, is this a real ghost caught on camera? Let me know what you think.
That at the moment. See, there's nothing back there. Mess in here.
The kitchen turns into a scene of ghostly activity, with appliances moving on their own and drawers shaking as if in an earthquake. Mike's experience becomes even stranger when a door unexpectedly interrupts his music, adding a bizarre twist to his artistic efforts. Is there really a ghost in the kitchen, or is it just a hoax? Amidst odd incidents like lights misbehaving and phantom voices in the daughter's room, there's an eerie shower tale. The house becomes a cacophony while the daughter showers, only to fall into silence upon her exit. Despite previous attempts to cleanse the space with sage, the unsettling activities persist. The recorded video adds a chilling layer to their concerns. Initially detecting motion on the TV, the camera reveals an unexplained shadow figure on the right side of the screen. No one was in the room, and the shadow moved to the left, disappearing without a trace. The origins of this mysterious silhouette remain unknown, leaving the family pondering whether to sage again or consider a more drastic move. It was truly a creepy encounter. Their security system captured another eerie occurrence the same night. A dark shadow apparition emerging from the wall, hovering in the hallway, then vanishing back into the wall. It's safe to say that something otherworldly was at play that night. Delving into mysteries and the paranormal, Japan stands as no exception. With its rich cultural tapestry and centuries-old traditions, Japan boasts a captivating history steeped in the supernatural. From ancient folklore to modern urban legends, the land of the rising sun has been a fertile ground for tales of yokai, spirits, and unexplained phenomena. With countless stories of spirits and ghosts, it's no surprise that YouTube is filled with videos claiming to capture scary occurrences in the country. So, in this particular video, someone is exploring an abandoned building somewhere in Japan. As the camera pans downwards, a square hole in the building's wall comes into view. Initially, there's a small ball of light, but upon closer inspection in slow motion, something more unsettling is revealed. In the darkness, two bright orange eyes become visible in the hole. When replayed even slower and with a bit of brightness adjustment, a gray face accompanied the eyes, staring at the camera operator. The facial shape resembles that of a man, but the gray skin and eerie eyes give it an otherworldly appearance. Could it be that an unfriendly spirit has found refuge in this abandoned building and is not pleased with an unexpected visitor? On the other side of the world, an entity unseen had its own plans for an unexpected encounter. Little did a group of friends in Japan know that, as they embarked on their weekend escapade in the local woods, their laughter would attract an otherworldly passenger, turning their night into a spectral adventure. As the late hour signaled their departure to the cars, an unexpected passenger joined the ride, a ghostly presence unbeknownst to the group. In the midst of laughter, no one noticed the spectral hitchhiker silently on board, a truly unexpected visit in the heart of the night, leaving the friends with an otherworldly tale from their weekend adventure. Julia shared a perplexing experience involving a security camera in her family's recently occupied home. Since moving in, the family has been disturbed by strange nocturnal noises, accompanied by peculiar occurrences like the motion sensor alarm activating on the ground floor without any apparent cause. In response to these unsettling events, the family installed multiple security cameras throughout the house to ensure safety and potentially capture the source of these disturbances. On one particular evening, the living room camera captured an eerie sight. Despite the man claiming to be alone that night, the footage displayed a semi-transparent figure ascending the stairs. The presence of this translucent figure, seemingly unnoticed by the person in the house, raises questions about its origin and nature. The possibility of a ghost from the past becomes a haunting consideration in the quest to understand this inexplicable phenomenon. This camera footage shows another level of creepiness. It shows a woman looking at something in the corner of a room, and the inexplicable unfolds. A mysterious shadow starts to emerge from the corner, pulsating in and out of view. Undeterred, the woman declares her lack of fear and commands the strange entity to leave the building immediately. even attempting to kick the shadow. The video concludes without harm to anyone involved, leaving people to ponder the nature of this mysterious shadow. Is it a friendly spirit or something more malevolent? These questions, unfortunately, remain unanswered. The footage, recorded in 2015 from a security camera in an office building, presents an intriguing and potentially paranormal sighting. Filmed at 2 a.m. when the building was unoccupied, the video focuses on what appears to be a storage room containing miscellaneous office furniture and a small garage door. Initially, the scene seems ordinary, but a strange occurrence unfolds in the center of the room. A peculiar black figure emerges and seems to slither along the floor. While it might be initially mistaken for a small animal, the situation takes a paranormal turn as the shadow begins to twist and contort into unusual shapes. It exhibits the ability to grow and shrink at will, displaying an inhuman and eerie form. Viewers have expressed concerns that this enigmatic shadow creature could potentially be of demonic origin, especially considering its unnatural appearance. After a brief moment, the entity mysteriously disappears into thin air, leaving the viewers to contemplate the possibility of a demonic sighting captured on film